How to knit the applied I-cord cast on. In this little swatch, there already is a cast off using the I-cord cast off, makes a nice edge. And in the garment I'm making, I actually want the whole bottom of my sweater to have that nice I-cord edge to finish it off. So you use an applied I-cord, not a knit in one or a bound off one. How do you do it? It isn't difficult at all. So it just takes a little bit of time, which I don't mind. How do you do it? You need double points. And for me, because the I-cord isn't that stretchy, most of the time it's great, but for the bottom of a garment, I don't want it to pinch the garment in. So I up my needle size by a half, and then I find the I-cord is just, it's nice, it stretches well, and that's what I did here. I upped it by a half needle size. Otherwise, maybe it's just me. I find it too tight. So you can experiment with that yourself, but I find going up a half size solves my stretchy problem. So what you do is you're going to pick up every stitch along the bottom of the garment, every one. When you're picking up stitches along like a shoulder or sometimes up along a front band, there's formulas, and it's usually either every 2 out of 3 or every 3 out of 4 stitches. In the case of the bottom, when you're finishing the bottom hem, you're going to pick up in every stitch, your cast on stitches. How do you do this? You get your double points, a half size larger for me. You cast on 3 stitches onto your needle, whatever method you prefer. I like the knit or knitted cast on, whatever it is called. This one. Okay, so you've got the 3 stitches there. There they are. And then we need 4 stitches to start. So we've got 3 on the needle, and then we go to the garment and we go to the cast on edge, and we're going to find the first stitch, and watch out, little tail. And we're just going to pick up a stitch. I'm using a different colored yarn here. Oh, I've got a little bit of fraying happening in my little sample piece. Isn't that wonderful? There we go. Okay, so there's 4 stitches, 3 on the needle, and I picked up 1 along the bottom of the garment. So I slide the double points down, and now you do the I-cord method, right? So you knit 3 stitches. Oh, I miss klutzy today. Okay, so 1, 2, and then, sorry, you knit 3 stitches. You knit the first 2, and then you knit the 3rd stitch by knitting the last 2 through the back loop. There we go. There's 3. And it's going to look a little stark because I'm using a different color here. When it's the same color, it blends in beautifully. Actually, using a contrasting color makes for interesting effect. So I'm just picking up in every stitch along the bottom. So there's my 4. I picked up another one, and I slide the needles over, and I knit the first 2. Knit 1. Ugh. I am having, do you ever have those days where you just seem to pick up parts of the ply? Okay, so 2, and the last 2 through the back loop, like that. Okay, and then you pick up the next stitch, which is right there. There we go, 4 on the needle, slide it down. I'll do a couple of these, and then I'll forward to the end to show you how to finish this off. So then we knit 1, knit 2, and knit 2 through the back loop, like that. Beautiful. Okay, and I'll show you one more time. Pick up your stitch. Remember, we're picking up every stitch in your cast on. When you're picking up along the bottom, it's every stitch. And again, I use a half size larger needle because I just find it doesn't pinch the sweater in. So 1, knit 2, and then knit 2 together through the back loop. Beautiful. So continue on, and I'll just fast forward to the end so you see how you finish it off. I have knit down to the end of my work where I have one more stitch to pick up. Isn't that pretty? So we pick up the last one. All right, that's the last one. So I have 4 on there, and you will continue like you normally do with knit the first, knit 2, so knit 1, knit 2, and knit 2 together through the back loop. Great. Now there isn't any other stitch to pick up. So now what I will do is I will knit 1. There's different ways of doing this. I've tried a number of them. I haven't figured out which is my favorite yet, so I'm sticking with this one. So I knit 1 and I knit 2 together through the back loop. Like that. I picked up a fray again, pick up there through the back loop, and now I have 2 left. I'll transfer those 2 stitches over like that, and then I knit those 2 together through the back loop like that. Ay, 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 my yarn is tight, everything is tight. I'm knitting tight this morning, I don't know why. There we go, knit them through the back loop. And then you would pull it through and cut it and weave in your ends, and you end up with a really nice bottom to your sweater. And because it's that half size larger, I find it doesn't pinch in the garment. That makes for, actually it's rather pretty with the white. So anyway, that is how you do the applied I-cord.